Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. So guess what? We're going to pour this lamp today. I guess it's a lamp. It's not a lantern. So I guess we need to call it by what it is. Okay, so I've got my resin mixed up, and here's what my plan is. So because this is quite deep, we're not going to be able to pour it all in one swoop, and I am not using deep pour. Nope, nope, nope. Takes too long. So guess what? We're going to pour it in layers, but it's okay because based on what I want to do, it's going to work fine. So on this one, I want to pour from here up to where this rounded part is in one solid color. And then once that cures, then from here up, I want to marble it. And then for this piece, same thing. I want a solid color on the spindle, and then we're going to marble the rest. So I've got my resin mixed up, and then for the centerpiece, I'm not going to show you what I'm going to do to that. I want that to be a surprise. So let's go ahead and get, I think I might need a bigger container for what I need to mix up here. So let me mix up the color that I want the base to be. And I'm not quite sure because that's 200 mLs. Okay, so here are the colors. I am going to show you the colors that I'm going to use for the marbling. So out of the craft resin mica powders, I chose apricot, chocolate brown, and bronze. I had to consult with someone because I was so indecisive. I had three other colors, black, silver, and white, pearl white, and I couldn't decide which. So I showed Laura from Laura's Design Center what color she thought, and so she picked these, and this was my original thought, but I couldn't decide, so she helped me decide. So for the base, we're going to do the chocolate brown, and then when we do the marbling, we're going to marble these three, or not marble, we're going to dirty pour it. So yeah. So for the base though, I want this chocolate brown. So let me dissolve some of that in some alcohol first. Okay, I'll get this cleaned up, and then we'll be back for step 2 when this is tacky, and then we'll do step 2. Okay? All right, see you then. Okay, y'all, welcome back. I have a conglomerate of things on my table. I've got all my resin mixed up for the next dirty pour. I'm going to go ahead and get the dirty pour started. Don't know how much I need, so I just guessed. So we're using the chocolate brown, the bronze, and the apricot. I'm sure I'll need more than this, but I haven't a clue, you guys. Not a clue. Okay, so we're going to start off with brown. See if I can not knock these over. Okay. So we're going to start here with this one first. Move some of this out of the way. And here we go. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to I don't think I'm going to have enough. Not even close. Oh, I still got some over here in this little container. I'll have to go in there after that. Just clean these out. You guys, I was telling one of my subscribers yesterday on the comments, she was saying that all these winds, you know, that are going on. She said her husband felt like he was carrying 100-pound weight when he was going to work. And I said, I feel like I'm in a Twister movie. You know, in the movie it says cow, except for here it's trash cans, flying trash cans. Or the carts, you know, the trash carts. Everybody's trash carts are going everywhere. Oh gosh, you guys, I sure hope this turns out. All this resin that I'm using. I always get worried when I'm using large amounts of resin. Thought about putting this in my pressure pot, but it's too late now. I wouldn't be able to carry it over there and lift it up to put it in there. I don't have fancy shelves in mine. I'm going to have to mix up more resin. Not even close to being full. Not even close. And I was thinking when I was mixing it up, I mixed up an extra 100 mLs this time. But I was thinking I should probably mix up more, but I didn't. Oh, this might do it. Oh, whoa. So close, y'all. So close. It's just not up to that edge of that lip yet. And I got to have that lip in order for that to sit down inside that base. All right. Well, that is all she wrote. I'm going to mix up just a tad bit. Well, I got to mix up some for the sphere, so. And I'll get this filled and look at this mess. I'll clean up my mess, get everything filled up. And guess what, guys? We'll be back on Demold. Bye. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's 7:30 at night. So I started this at 7:30 this morning. That tells you anything? Oh, this has been a challenge. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know. So, okay, let's go ahead and see what these look like. Let me tell you, guys, this takes a lot of resin. I lost track after a while. I think the first round I mixed up, let me look at my picture here. I have to look at it. The first round I mixed up 300 mLs That was to do the base and the spindle part. And then the second round to do these two things, I mixed up 500 mLs. And then to do this, the center part was 6, what was it, 6 or I think it was 6, another 600 mLs. So you do the math. Okay, let's get this one out of here first. Let me get this stuff off the outside. I wondered about that because a light actually comes with it. It's just that they didn't send me one. So I have one, thank goodness. They were supposed to send it to me, but they didn't. See, I thought this was the bottom, and it's not. This is the bottom. So I had it backwards. Oh well. I thought that was the bottom. It's not. It sits like this. That's okay. So that's what that looks like. I mean, it didn't like marble crazy anyway, so it's actually quite pretty, to be honest. I like it. Okay, so let me show you what I did with this. So it's a big thing. I used, let me show you. I was just going to use one of these in here. Well, when I first put it in there, I stepped away for, I don't even know, maybe 5 minutes to go eat lunch, and came back and it was shifted all the way over here. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to put two in there. So that's what I did. And it was like almost at its curing point, and came in here. It was full, came in here, and I don't know if because this one was not touching the side at all, but for some reason I got a giant bubble over here on this side. So what I had to do and it's kind of bulging right here on this side. I don't know what happened. So what I had to do, I didn't fill it all the way to the top. So what I did is I poured just a little bit more resin, about 20 mLs, and I poured it up to the edge of this, and it filled in that bubble. So I guess we'll see what it looks like when it comes out of here. This is heavy, like literally. So this is filled all the way up, but it is bulging just a tad bit right there in that spot. Otherwise, the rest of it's fine. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know if the flour moved or what happened. I mean, it filled in nicely, so I did get a little bubble, but we'll see. I don't know, it's just got a little bulge right there. Other than that, it looks spectacular. There's a few micro bubbles in there. I did run it through my vacuum chamber. I poured it in 2 layers. You can see the second layer, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, to be honest. Let's see here. This light, I have 2 different kinds of lights. So you can either do this light. You can stick that down inside there and use that one. Or I have this kind, which you can stick it in there. It's sticky on one side. And that would sit in there like this. And it would just light up the inside of it. I don't think it really matters either way which one you would use. So this would sit down on top of there. That's still a little, I think, yeah, I would have to, because this sits right on top of there, like that. And then this would have to sit down inside there, just like that. Wow, you guys, that is amazing. All right, let me just stick the light in there just so we can see what it looks like. I'll just stick this one in there, and haven't decided which one I want to use yet. And we'll just stick this one on here for right now. I gotta get it to stay face up like that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Just like that. Stay there, please. Wow. You guys, it's almost perfectly clear. If I would have put it in my pressure pot, it would have been clear, which I didn't take the time to do that, and I should have. Let me bring you down. Look at that. I guess I need to back up here so y'all can see it. The whole thing, because it's so big. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. Turn it around. What do you guys think? Alexa, turn off craft room.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off box light.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed. You can see that line. And I poured it when it was still very, 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 very tacky. But I guess the only way to prevent that is to use deep pour. But now that I know what not to see, how that's the rose that shifted sideways, which is okay. I mean, it didn't hurt anything. And so then what I did is I put another rose in there, and I had it facing up. So that's what it looks like. Look at all those colors just reflecting off of those roses. I almost kind of like that rose there better, facing off to the side. It looks really cool. What do you guys think? Like I said, you can see a few micro bubbles in there, and I think that was the spot. Yep, that was the spot that the bubble was. So there it is, all in its glory. I would have been happy if it didn't have any bubbles, but it's the first time I poured it, so I think it turned out.
Person detected at CRAFTOR.
Thank you, Alexa. I think it turned out great. Okay, let me get you back up on the tripod. Alexa, turn on craft room.
Okay.
All right, let me get all these off of here before this thing decides to stick to it. It's going to stick to it.
Person detected at CRAFTOR.
Shut that off. And I haven't decided which lights I'm going to use. I almost think I might use the one that sticks down inside there better. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to antique this thing out. And I'm going to use my rub and buff. I'm really looking for another brand of wax gilding paste or whatever you want to call it stuff. And I found Pabio or whatever has some. But geez Louise, that stuff is like $25 for a container. And you can brush it on. But goodness gracious, I'm going to have to save up for that one. So, I mean, this stuff's okay. It's just that you have to squeeze it out of this tube, and it's kind of a pain. I would rather have something I could brush on. And I've seen, is it Sally or Karen from the Dragon's Cave? They use that a lot. A brush on, and I really like it. I think I would like it better than this. Okay, so we're just going to take this and I'm going to put some on my finger. And like a brush, I'm just going to swipe over. I like it. Looks really good. Okay, well that's it. That's Dunskies. So I will get pictures, put it at the end of the video for y'all to see. I'd say it was a success. What do you guys think? I love it. I love how it turned out. I love the antique brass look of it. And it's phenomenal. It's pretty. I like it. It's very pretty. I'll put this on the top and you can see what it looks like on the globe. Only thing I'm disappointed with was the line that went around the sphere, but that, I guess, is what you expect when you do layers. Next time I do it, I will do it in deep pour. Have a great night. We'll see you guys on the next video, whether it be Sunday or Monday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.